Hi, we're Pam and Gilbert of Two Bikes for Adventure. In a previous video, we discussed Brompton gearing options. In this video, we'll discuss the various Brompton seat post and handlebar options and how to combine them for riding comfort and performance. Selecting the size of a traditional road bike used to be as simple as measuring the standover clearance. A 2 to 5 centimeter clearance, 1 or 2 inches, between the rider's crotch and the top tube meant a proper bike fit. A variation on this method is to measure the rider's inseam, then using a formula or lookup table provided by the bike manufacturer, select the corresponding frame size. But bike fitting involves more than a single measurement to decide on a small, medium, or large frame. A typical diamond-shaped bike frame has 3 attributes that define its geometry: the 3 sides of a triangle: bottom bracket to saddle, top tube, bottom bracket to stem. In contrast, the Brompton frame is only available in one size and has a distinctly different shape, so we have to use a virtual triangle to determine these measurements and learn which seat post and handlebar configuration is closest to ideal for an individual rider. The criteria will be seat post length, handlebar selection, and saddle to bar drop. Brompton offers 3 choices of seat posts. The regular seat post can be adjusted for riders with inseams between 66 and 83 centimeters, 26 and 33 inches. It is also the lightest of the 3 options. The extended seat post accommodates riders with inseams up to 89 centimeters, 35 inches. Note that the extra length also increases the saddle height when the bike is folded, which could be an issue when packing your Brompton for air travel. Finally, the telescopic seat post is the most versatile option. The dual tube arrangement offers some advantages over the one-piece tubes. In addition to accommodating the tallest riders, up to 99 centimeters or 39 inches inseam, the detachable top tube assembly enables you to remove the saddle without using tools. This feature is useful if you need to quickly store your bike in a confined space, such as an aircraft overhead bin or an X-ray scanner, or pull a Jedi mind trick on a security agent. This is not the bike you are looking for. The outer telescopic post has a diameter of 31.8 millimeters, just like the other Brompton seat posts, but because the inner post is narrower, it may accommodate third-party accessories that might not otherwise fit. For example, attachments for rear flashers or bike packing gear. That versatility has a price. It's more expensive and heavier. When we travel, we take the regular seat post and the 300-gram weight saving. Seat post adjustment on the Brompton is pretty much the same as any other bicycle. Because of its folding capability, however, it has to be done a lot more often. You may make a mark on your seat post or purchase the optional Brompton saddle height insert to ensure the right fit quickly every time you unfold your bike. If the fully extended seat post is a little too short, you can rotate your Pentaclip upside down and reattach the saddle to the higher rail position. This will provide an additional 2.5 centimeters. The seat will of course be higher by that same 2.5 centimeters when the bike is folded. The choice of handlebar will determine the overall rider position, whether upright or stretch forward, which significantly affects the rider's comfort and performance. We will want to know the stack and reach, measured from the bottom bracket to the middle of the handlebar. A short stack and longer reach provide a relatively aggressive stance, suitable for speed and performance. A long-distance touring bike model may have a variety of stack reach combinations based on frame size. A higher stack and shorter reach will be more appropriate for casual upright riding, such as on a city rental bike. Brompton doesn't provide a telescopic handlebar adjustment, unlike the Birdie, for example, so we're limited to 3 handlebar options to adjust the reach and stack. The S, Sport Type, is a straight handlebar offering the most aggressive, lowest riding position. It is the preferred choice for short and fast trips, but it may not work properly with every model of front bag. The M, Modal Type, the most popular, offers a mid-upright position. For average-size riders, it offers a relatively neutral position, usually favored by tourers for longer distances. The H, High model, offers the most upright riding position. Particularly tall riders or riders used to Dutch-style bikes may prefer this option. While a slight reach adjustment is possible for the M and H types, it's limited by cable length and may compromise the folding capabilities if moved more than 1 centimeter. As a general rule, a rider would want the handlebar to be higher than the saddle for a more upright and comfortable position, and lower than the saddle for more aggressive and performance-oriented use. Here we have some examples of the sitting position of the S-bar configuration, representing the expected height of the handlebar above or below the saddle seat in relation to the rider's inseam. For example, a short rider with a 72 centimeter inseam, riding an S-type Brompton, should expect the handlebar to be approximately 4 centimeters above the saddle, a slightly upright position that should be satisfactory for touring. A slightly taller rider with an 80 centimeter inseam on the same S-type bicycle, after adjusting the seat to the proper height, would find the handlebar 4 centimeters below the saddle, which we'll call -4, a more aggressive position that could become uncomfortable over long distances, especially for the wrists. This configuration would likely be more appropriate for a 1 or 2 gear lightweight Brompton where speed is the primary goal. Changing to an M-type would raise the handlebar approximately 5 centimeters above the saddle, which we'll call +5, a comfortable mid-upright position. An H-type would raise it by a further 6 centimeters for +11. If your local bike shop doesn't have Brompton demonstrators, or if you intend to order online, you may use this graphic as a quick reference guide. Measure your inseam, let's say 84 centimeters, and the saddle to handlebar distance of any other bike that you find comfortable, in this example 5 centimeters below, -5. Locate on the graph the intersection of these coordinates and see which Brompton handlebar type provides the most similar riding position. In this example, the S-type is the closest. On the other hand, if you're comfortable on a bike with a higher handlebar, a +10, the intersection is closest to the H-type. Aftermarket companies offer additional handlebar alternatives, but retrofitting an existing handlebar configuration may require replacing the cables and stem, meaning more time, trouble, and cost. So aim to figure out the best choice at purchase time based on the rider's height, preferred riding position, and intended use. Seatpost selection is less critical as it is easy to replace or upgrade to a titanium post at a later date. We hope that this information helps you find the optimal bike configuration for your touring comfort.